This is the free motion quilting tutorial for Loopy flower. This is stitched by first starting with the center circle, and then you're going to start stitching Loopy paisley off of this center circle. So just come up with a single loop and go back to the beginning, then pivot and echo that first loop with a second loop, and then come up with a third loop. And you can make these just as big as you want. You can continue to echo it as many times as you want. It's entirely up to you. Then just rotate your space and travel down and start with another petal, another loopy paisley petal. And again, I stitched 3 echoes of this before moving on to the next one. And these flower designs are stitched from the center of your space to the outside. So this is going to be something that would work really, really well in the center of a block. Like, let's say you made a really simple quilt with just, maybe a layer cake, just a lot of very plain blocks, no complex piecing or complex applique. This would be a really interesting, fun design to stitch in the center of a very plain block. And it would add a lot of texture to that plain block and make it look quite interesting. So you can see I went in between these 2 loopy paisley petals and stitched a set of 3 loops down the center, and then now I'm branching out and stitching more loops into this area. It is kind of tricky to keep all of these areas consistent, so sometimes I just stitch basically the sides, not the loop, but just kind of the sides of a paisley, so that way I can get from one area to another. More than anything else, you just want to keep your lines and your loops consistent throughout, and that will keep the loopy flower looking perfect. And here's what it looks like when you finish Loopy flower. For over 150 videos on free motion quilting, go to daystyledesigns.com.